Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2.0 Television. I'm your host, Nadia Dawn, and we are here at Apartment 3. Now, Apartment 3 is a fascinating studio loft where we're going to have a really interesting fashion show by Jean Fluvog.
Part of the Listen Up family called Ivana. It's a Memories line, madly red satin, red patent leather. Part of the Listen line is the Hepburn red patent leather. The Audrey closed-toe pump, part of the Listen line in black patent leather with white trim. The Heidi boot, brown leather, part of the Adrian line, it's a riding boot. The Leo boot, Leah boot, tall lace up, black and brown trim. The Ronnie Sigurd pump, brown snake print with diamonds. Cowboys wearing the black Murdoch boot. It's the Stevens shoe. It's a new vegan line from John Fluvog's shoes. All-natural latex crepe sole. Another style out of that line called the Atom. Sort of a sneaker creeper. Crepe sole, microfiber, uppers, all vegan all the time. Animal friendly. And that's the high tops. It's a brown pinhole and patent leather boot, part of Style and Grace.
Very cool, very funky, comfortable, sexy, sleek footwear. Now, if you notice at the bottom of the soles of the shoes, they actually have an imprint. And the imprint, it's very cool. They have different types of stylings on the bottom of the shoes. And they, a lot of them represent be good to thy neighbor. And they're really cool, funky soles. And that's something really cool about Jean Fluvog. And notice everybody's wearing white to put the focus on the shoes. Again, Jean Fluvog, their shoes are embedded with an extra sole for comfort. As you can see, there's an extra soft cushion on each shoe for extended comfort in comparison to a regular shoe. Hello everybody, it's me again, and I'm with Kristen from Apartment 3, and that's the name of this really cool studio.
We're a retail store and production company for independent designers and artists. We feature 2 designers every month with the runway show, which is what you're seeing this evening.
And how do you generate your income from these type of shows?
We do sample sales and trunk shows like every other week.
And how long have you been in the business for?
In the business for 10 years, but I've had the store for 5.5.
What did you do prior to this?
I was a stylist in San Francisco. Yeah.
And how did this idea come about?
By accident. I went to art school and all of my friends are designers, and I decided to open a store to kind of display their work. And through them I met friends of friends and friends of friends and friends, and it just kind of happened. So this is our first year. I was like a typical retail store for 5 years, so this is kind of the next step for us. We also have a clothing label too, so I'd like for that to progress as well.
What's the name of your clothing label?
It's called 3LA.
Yeah. Why did you entitle it 3LA?
Because there's 3 designers that work on it, and we all work for Apartment 3, so it seemed to make sense. We're all from Los Angeles too, so.
Right. So 3 is derived from the amount of people that are working together?
3 is the amount of people that are working on it, and 3 is where we got our inspiration, which is the store. Exactly. Yeah.
Keith Manship from last night, where we had that splendid fashion show. There's kind of like a superhero F on the bottom. Can you explain that to me?
F, there's, for all intensive purposes, it could stand for Fluvog, but you can really make your own sort of interpretation there. So it's fun, it's fabulous, it's fantastic, it's, whatever you want.
I am used to walking in heels. These are super comfy. Now, these look like a bit harder of a shoe. Are they still comfortable?
Well, you be the judge of that. I have not been able to try those on because they don't make them in my...
Stop lying.
But, yeah.
Yeah, they are still very comfortable. Okay, now we're over here at the men's collection. Okay, he's going to explain all of the men's shoes for us. Go ahead.
All right, I'll take you through some, starting with these, the Executor line. You noticed this on my feet last night. Maybe I was wearing this. Great men's line, slim silhouette, very classic, kind of 60s influence, but we've done it in a nice gray slate pattern leather, which I could be wearing today as well. The family name is Executors, and the message for these is execute your will. So the idea behind these is kind of that you take your willpower and whatever you want to do, you do it. It's a power shoe. So that's right. All these here are Angels, which is a unisex line starting at a girl's 6 or ladies 6 and going up to a men's 13, 14. This is very traditional Michael. It's a classic wingtip sort of pattern. But John likes to play around with a lot of colors and do different things, so he's really kind of thrown the bucket at this one and really tossed it up and kind of changed, altered tradition. What's interesting about it is, if you can see on the bottom here, there's 7 angels around the top of the sole and 2 more embedded on the bottom.
I love the inside of these shoes. It says right here, every flight, and then it says first class right there in the middle. And the cool thing about these shoes, you said as well, is if you got them dirty, they would end up they would still have this great look to them.
That's right. They'll shine no matter how much muck you put them through. It's luxurious through and through.
You need one of these for women.
We carry them in women. So yeah, again, it's a unisex line, so you could get them on your feet too. It's got a nice lime green lining. It's part of the Time family. Slim cut, sort of elongated square toe. It's done in purple suede. It's done in red suede. But the interesting part about these is that we only made 6 pairs in each color. 6 pairs of purple shoes in a suede that looks like this throughout the whole universe. And then on to another limited edition. This is the Pink Sigurd. This pink leather stamped to look like it's a snakeskin with inset pink diamonds. Nice pointy toe shape, substantial resin sole, and a stacked heel. It's going to last a long time. 12 pairs made for this store only.
Very cool. So where can our consumers find you? What's the website, the address?
The address is www.fluevog.com. That's www.fluevog.com. Or we're here on the northeast corner of Melrose and Gardner, right across the street from Johnny Rockets in Los Angeles.
So we went to Apartment 3 for the fabulous fashion show, and then we've just been to Jean Flugaw's store with Keith Manship. This is 2.0 Television, and I'm your host, Nadia Dawn, here in Los Angeles on Melrose.